On Wednesday, September 19th, sailors headed out for the third day of the J24 World Championships on the coldest, windiest day that Lake Ontario had thrown their way so far. Strong westerly winds and big waves were sure to put the 100 teams to the test. The first race of the day got off on time, and keeping good boat speed by navigating the large swell played a big role in getting to the windward mark first. First to round the mark was Peruvian Tania Gitana and her all-woman team. Rounding behind them was Nicholas Cubria and the team of Elvis, as well as Pat Toole and the crew of 3 Big Dogs. The heavy wind made for exciting downwind legs with fun surfing conditions. It also meant chaotic mark roundings, particularly at the leeward marks. As the race progressed, the length of the fleet separation increased, and many gains and losses were to be had. Local hotshot Mike Ingham slowly worked his way up the pack and had an exciting final leg of the race trying to pass Nicholas Cubria. As the two boats approached the finish, they split, and Ingham's team, 11th Hour Racing, was able to pass Cubria on port to take the bullet. For a moment, it seemed that the wind was letting up before the start of the regatta's 6th race. Before anyone got too comfortable, it started howling again, and the racers got underway for another arduous battle. Unlike most other legs of this regatta, there was almost no fleet separation on the way to the windward mark. As the 100 boats reached the mark within minutes of each other, protest flags flew, and we saw the closest mark rounding yet. Will Wells and the crew of Cougar rounded in first. Matthias Segual of Guru and Ignacio Bonanno of La Superba both close behind. As the race progressed, chaotic leeward mark roundings were the norm. Will Wells furthered his lead while the competition for the rest of the top 5 heated up. On the last upwind leg, Matthias Seguel made major gains on Will Wells, but narrowly missed winning to take 2nd place. Eager to get ahead of schedule and with ideal conditions to work with, race committee decided to hold a 3rd race for the day. After the start, most of the fleet went left, with the wind still blowing at 10 to 12 knots and 2-foot waves. After the first leg, Luis Osis and the crew of Scaramouche were in the lead, while Mike Ingham of 11th Hour Racing continued to have a strong day, rounding in 2nd. With the breeze dying, race committee began to shorten the legs. Mauricio Santa Cruz, consistent as always, worked his way from 3rd to 1st by the end of the 2nd downwind leg and held on for the win. After almost 8 straight hours of racing, the sailors were certainly tired and have only a few short hours to rest for day 4. Stay tuned for coverage of the 4th day of the J24 World Championships.